Hello. So I think we're now online again. Hello.
Right.
Hopefully people can see us and hear us okay. We'll just assume that's the case. And
They'll let us know if they can't.
yeah, I guess so. They'll start complaining. Okay. I'm going to move this across so you don't look quite as out of shot. But there you go. Your whole face is on the screen now.
You were getting my best side.
Yeah.
Now it's just kind of evened out.
Do you want me to move it back?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So this is the first of our Lumo retrospectives. I guess there'll be another 2 of these, given that we've made 3 previous games, other than the new one, Lumo's Cat. So if you joined us before, you will have seen on our previous video, which I guess is that way in the preview window. Is that how it works?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's say it that
elsewhere on the screen.
Which is our previous video of our new game, Lumo's Cat, that will be out middle of October. But we thought it might be fun, rather than just always showing Lumo's Cat, we thought we'd show some of our other games that we've made as a team. So Team Lumo have been making games together since 2012 when we made Kumo Lumo. We're oddly not we're not doing the games in any kind of chronological order. That'd be sensible. What I thought I'd do is, rather than doing our last game, which is Lumo Deliveries, or our first game, which is Kumo Lumo, I'd just kind of start somewhere in the middle. Also, mainly because I want Jonathan to talk about Kumo Lumo, because it was his kind of baby. But you asked earlier, was this the first game we made? It's kind of interesting because this is the first game that we made with the team we've got now. So Kumo Lumo was a slightly different team. It was me and Jonathan Evans, the designer, and a couple of other artists and designers. So AJ, Adam, Daryl, and Nick. We made Kumo Lumo together. But this is the first game we worked with Nick Williams, who's our current art visionary, who comes up with the art style. So he came up with the art direction for this game as well. So this is the first time that we went, wow, I just want to make a game where I take Joe Go's design aesthetic and Nick's visual aesthetic and jam them together and see what comes out. And as it turned out, that was where Lumo Deliveries and Lumo's Cat came from. But should I stop talking and show some of the game? That's probably a good idea, isn't it?
If you want, you can talk about it more. The cool thing is that this is the oldest game of Team Lumo's that you can still get, right?
Yeah. So Kumo Lumo, which is our first title, was published through Chilingo via Blitz Game Studios, and because Blitz is no more, it was taken off of the App Store. So people who already originally downloaded Kumo Lumo, actually, if they go to their purchased items in their device, they can actually install it. There was over 1 million people, like 2 million people play Kumo Lumo. So 2 million people can still get hold of the game.
That's kind of cool. That's exclusive right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Whereas Paper Titan's still on the App Store, so people who see this and like it can actually go on and buy it from the App Store still. Yeah, it's a slightly less complicated story. You'll see this was still made at Blitz Game Studios, but because it was self-published, we were able to just transfer it straight across. There was no insistence on taking it down on the App Store or anything. I haven't seen or played this game since we released it, really. So
I've seen a trailer and that's it.
Okay, so this
is new.
Yeah, so don't start kind of flaming me for doing a really bad job of playing a game, because I haven't played it. Like, I'm looking at this first screen, which was our kind of narrative screen about what the game's all about. I actually don't know what it means.
No.
There was
What? Something. The place. Top left.
Yeah.
Explosion.
Yeah.
Explosion of post. The post had a folding recyclable in it.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's as much as I know.
Very
abstract.
Eco-friendly abstract as well.
There you go. Okay, so this I remember really well. So this game, it's funny. I think we came up with the aesthetic for this game where, as a team, we'd made Kumo Lumo, and then the studio, Blitz, had its own tech, which this is made in. And they said, we want a game that's 3D and really showcases our tech, because Kumo Lumo was 2D and didn't.
Right, yeah.
So they wanted something bigger and shinier, but we still wanted it to be a Team Lumo game. And also, we didn't have a clue. We had no kind of guidance on what the game was going to be. So we sat down with the team and we just went through loads of art reference and things and stuff. And I can't remember who it was. I think it was Daryl or someone found this picture of a papercraft bear in a hot air balloon. And it was just beautiful. It was such a gorgeous aesthetic, and we all saw that and said we want to make that game. So that's what kind of set us on the journey of doing this papercraft, and we really went for it. We wanted to do like folding characters, and we wanted to make the game feel papercrafted. So this is, I guess, the start of that. So you start by folding a character.
Can you fold this wrong? Can you turn out all wonky if you get it wrong?
No. So we played around with a whole bunch of stuff. We had this originally. It was like a puzzle game. And actually, as a puzzle game, it was really frustrating. It's really horrible if you're doing this and you wanted, like you say, you can fold it wrong and you can make mistakes. We just found it really frustrating. So we just went for this kind of more just interactive experience. And people really liked the thing of folding. And what we also did is all of these characters are physically foldable in the real world.
Yeah.
So like all these little Facebook links, what you can actually do is then like post up onto Facebook the PDF of the character that you can then download and
cut it out and fold it yourself.
Yeah, which people did. So I don't think if you did that it would work anymore because all of these were hosted on the Blitz servers. But on teamlumo.com, on the wall page, if you click on a picture of all the characters, you can actually, all the PDFs are still there, so you can still download them. We managed. They're on some.
We need to decorate.
papercraft.
We need to decorate with that.
Yeah, they're great. We also have blanks of this particular character as well that you can download, art up yourself, and then cut out.
Nice.
Like Nick did an amazing Father Jack one. I'd have to dig it out, bring it along to one of the streams one day and show people. It was phenomenal. So now I've got my first character. I can play my first level here. I think it's Dave, isn't it? Dave. I'm going to call him concepting stuff up. And then Nick went away and came back one day with like a 3D model he created of this paper environment. And we all immediately, the whole team just went, we want to make that game. Can we make a game that looks as pretty as that? And for me, it's like the attention to detail. If you spin around the map, see like a little bit of tape on the map that just holds, like, it's holding it together. And then
you've got the sticky flaps on all of them.
Yeah, little folded tabs.
Not being rude.
No, yeah, I do. And even like little touches, like so. One of the things we're known for, we had a bunch of artists kind of collaborate together on this. So Nina Truman, who was, as well as being a really good game artist, she was a circus performer, used to teach circus performing. So she did all of the circus levels. And you'll find things like these little shapes of people in various poses. They're made from photographs of Nina on the trapeze. She used to teach trapeze art. So it's just really nice that you've got all of the members of the team. Depending on how far we get through the game, I'll show you some of the other stuff that's kind of tucked about. That it's nice. It means stuff to us in the team. No one in the world will ever know. But, so the game itself is super simple. I have my little collector. The collector, as the little graphic actually shows in some kind of meaningful way, eats stars, and then once you've eaten the stars, you take it to the little floating envelope. So here's little Dave, and I whiz him over.
That's a brilliant walk.
There's some. So I'm kind of against overtime in game development. I think it leads to bad projects if you do it for too much. There's often like little.
Apparently we're a little quiet. Hang on.
Quiet.
Yes.
Okay. I wonder. I can probably also just turn up our mic against the. There we go.
I think that also turns down the game.
It does
so
a little
I don't know.
Well, let's see how that goes. I mean, if people think they can't hear the game enough, we can go back and do it.
Okay, we've changed it, but if it's better, if it's worse, let us know.
Yeah. So normally we try not to do any overtime, and this whole game was made with no overtime bar one person, Colin, who did the animation, and I could have brought another animator in the team because he wanted to go away on holiday for a couple of weeks, but he insisted that I didn't, and he did a bit of overtime to get all the animation done so he could be the only animator on the entire game. So Colin did every piece of animation in the entire game.
That's something you want on your CV as well. It's like, this huge game, it looks amazing. Yeah, guess who did the animation?
Colin. Yeah, and it's kind of nice. I think it shows how much the team cared about the game, and I think that's what shows in detail is how much they cared. So once I collect all my little stars, I then just get to the little envelope, So that's kind of the base mechanic all the way through. The reason you collect a little envelope is because in the little envelope you get new characters to then fold and put back in the game. So if I go to the next level, I will probably get another character. No new character yet. I can't remember.
Stingy with the characters.
Well, you want them to feel exciting. So now we can start adding a little bit of complexity into this. So there you go. There's my little guy. I send him along to our little diving board. Tap his little icon. He eats the star, and so you'll find in a lot of our games, let's say all of our games, we have this little motif of the little what we call pals, but like the little things from comic books, and we use them in all of our games. You'll see them in Lumo's cat.
Oh yeah.
They started with Kumo Lumo, mostly because we didn't have a particle effects artist or programmer.
Oh, okay.
So we had no idea how to do it. So what we did is we thought we'd just put comic book pals on because they do the same thing and they were easy for us to create. We do little post-it notes that show us the. So I've dived off one diving board. I completed level in 41 seconds. I got all 3 stars. Because the post-it notes you can move them about.
Of course you can.
That doesn't do anything in the game at all. It's just a thing that we thought was funny. Because I think someone in the team just said, "Oh, it's post-it notes, so of course I should be able to move them about." So we're like, "Yeah." Don't know if you can make. Can you make? No. Today.
What are you trying to make him do?
See if I can make rude words by putting post-its over letters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I get a new character.
Good job.
Let's fold up this little character and see what we get. So all the characters, the concept work for a lot of these was done by a concept artist called Bryn. And then Daryl, the art director on the project, kind of just went over and gave them an extra little pass just to make them a little bit grubbier. When you make games, you tend, lots of people go for quite a clean aesthetic. Daryl comes from a fine art background and just wanted to give them a little bit of an edge. Hey, Keith.
Keith throws things.
He does. Keith the thrower. Specifically, Keith throws other characters. So you'll see Keith in action now. So here's Keith the thrower.
Yeah.
See, and you send Keith the thrower to a little pad, and he can throw other characters. So little Colin can't get up on that ledge all on his own. But if I send Keith to the little pad, let's get Colin to get stars. Hey, there he goes.
Nice.
And what we can't hear, but everyone else hopefully can. Hey, look how happy he is. Is that all the different characters have their own little effects. So Keith sounds like an accordion because he's a bit like an accordion.
He's squishy.
Yeah, he's got that kind of accordion sound. And then all the different level styles all have their own sound effects, and all the sound effects layer up and change based on which characters you put in. I think it's one of the only games I've ever worked on, mobile games I've ever worked on, where people make a massive big song and dance about how it sounds, which is nice because most people never play mobile games with the audio. Should cool, because great audio designers spend a lot of time. Oh, Brainbox levels unlocked. So we've got some super difficult levels that we created because one of the bits of feedback we got, particularly from some game journalists, one of the guys, I think it was Brett on Touch Arcade, just said the game's too easy, there's no game in it. And the game is pretty easy. We made the game just kind of fun because we wanted it as a fun activity. But lots of people were saying we want it to be harder. So then I said to the designers, okay, go and make the hardest levels you possibly can. And that's what they did with the Brainbox levels.
Nice. Maybe
once we've unlocked another level, maybe go back and do a Brainbox one, and we can see quite how much I've forgotten about the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to test you.
It's a test that I will fail. So here we go. So now we start layering up some of the mechanics. It's funny because when the game was out, a few people, we got some feedback saying the game's really pretty, we really like it, it's really fun. I think it was Rob Rich or someone like that was writing for IGN and gave the game, I think 8.5 or 9 out of 10. It was like a really good rating and really liked it. And then a load of other people said, "Oh, the game's too easy." And when I kind of looked at it, I was like, yeah, the game is quite easy. it's a fun experience rather than a challenging experience. And then the other day I went to play it, and I've not played it for 2 years, and I found it really difficult. I don't know if it was just because I had some distance from the game, or whether, see, I only got 2 stars there.
Where was the third one?
I don't know, missed it.
Oh, okay. Well, you're finished, and that's all that matters.
Look how happy Gerald is with his little stars. He loves the little stars.
As long as Gerald is happy,
Yeah, well, yeah,
then
we
we're
like
happy.
Gerald makes me happy.
Oh, you've got 2.
Yeah, I've got 2 little guys now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes, yeah. Let me show you.
So
This
there's
is
Gerald, Dave, and Keith.
Yep. And I keep
Pretty
saying
sure I
Dave.
know them from down the pub.
Oh, there you go. You see, did I just hit a sneaky little star away under the bridge? Let's go and get that one first before I forget. Now, this game is fun, but there's a sad and serious note to the game as well, which is so. If I collect this star and got a little Gerald in position, Keith, isn't it? Let's send Gerald over to Keith. So little Gerald runs up, collects that little star. So I've now got 3 stars, so I can now go and get the envelope at the lens level. But look, he can't get down. He's stuck there. He's quite happy, but he's stuck.
How does he get down?
He doesn't. Can't. So I now need to drop Dave into the level. I'm leaving Gerald behind.
Oh, okay.
Gerald's done. He's just standing up on the little platform, wandering about and smiling. But Dave's going to go and get the envelope and finish the level.
Oh, it's a game all about the obsolescence of recycling. I don't know.
We're just leaving him behind. You know what they say in the army? Never leave him behind. We're not the army.
Cruel, cold-hearted people.
I've got a new thing to fold. So as well as folding characters, each level or set of levels has these mystery objects to fold. It's a mystery object. What could it be? What could it be?
I don't know, it looks like a plant pot.
Does look like. Now I've unlocked a new level.
Nice. Oh, this is the circus one you were telling me about.
Yeah, see, there's Nina again on a trapeze. And then, interestingly, the bearded lady up here in the corner, that's actually her husband, Jason.
With long hair, or
yeah, he has long hair and a beard. He doesn't always wear makeup and dress as a woman. But
no.
And see again more of the nice little detailing, a little bits of tape and stuff holding levels together. I remember in the first concept that Nick did, we had like little canopies that were made of post-it notes.
All right.
And stuff like that. Yeah. So now I need to remember how to play this level. So it's a game of planning more than anything, because as you saw in the previous level, some of the platforms you can't get down from. So you need to make sure that you're doing those platforms before you lose your little character. So I'm going to send Gerald over here. He collects the little star. Then in comes Keith. And I'm going to pop Gerald again. Yeah, nothing personal, Gerald, but Gerald's getting left behind again. So he's going to get that star. Then I'll send Keith over there.
It wobbles.
Yeah, they've all got each little character has got their own little kind of personality and style. And then, yeah, there we go.
That's 2 out of 3, isn't it?
I think I've got 3 stars.
Oh, okay.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, yay, party poppers and everything. But, so I think so. The audio for this game was done by 3 people, kind of shared the work. So Matt Black, Cy Barford, and Chris Randall. So Chris Randall we still work with. on our current projects, and Matt and Si are at different companies now. But I can't remember which one of them it was. But you can't hear. But hopefully everyone, the viewers at home can hear. When you get stars, you get like a little count. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then a little cheer. And when you just get the little count, and it just goes 1. It was really sad because you got so used to go, yay, 1, 2, 3. It kind of reminds me. It's got like a real Sesame Street vibe to it. I think it was a skit on Sesame Street that had that same kind of counting thing. But yeah.
There's a whole bunch of counting on Sesame Street.
They love the counting.
You know, the count.
The count. He loves counting. My favourite thing with the counting is the pinball counting song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then like,
I think everyone's heard that at least at some point, even if they don't know what it is, they've heard of it.
I love it. I don't know who. If anyone knows who wrote it, then say. I'm sure Google will know, but I can't do Google because I'm busy playing Paper Titans. Sorry, I need to concentrate again now. So he goes there, and then goes there. So that's 1 star, 2 star. Okay, yeah. Okay, got it. I've got this. So I send him over here. See, this is. I take it all back. Anyone who said that the game was too easy is a lot cleverer than me.
Maybe they were all just trying to play tricks on you.
Well, at least they got what they wanted. If people did want the game harder than it is, which as it turns out, definitely don't. I remember our boss at the time, Philip, he was playing the game. So we'd finished the game, we were doing final testing on it, and he'd taken it home and he was playing it with his family and stuff. And he emailed me late one night saying, I'm playing a game and there's a bug on it. I was like, what do you mean there's a bug? He said, there's a bug, this level can't be completed. And I looked at level and it was really tough. It was one of the later levels. So Nina did the circus, although these are all based on concepts that Nick did, we had different artists doing each group so they could take ownership of it. Yeah. So Nina did these levels. A guy called Mike did all of the kind of Russian art influence levels. And Nick did the last levels, which are kind of comic book influenced. They're actually, so he's got a comic book called Heads that's available on comics. Is it comics with the Z? I can't remember, but you can download it. But lots of the artwork from that comic book is in the level, the final level.
Nice.
Again, people's personality in the game. We've got another one, Terry. Yeah, I think maybe these are all people we met in the pub one night. Yeah.
Hang on.
That's a remix.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't have that kind of tambourines in the original one. But I like it. It's good. But yeah. Did it say who composed it? I'd like to think it was someone like... who's the guy who composed pretty much everything that was around at that time? Come to me in a minute.
It says... soundtrack provided by the Pointer Sisters.
Pointer Sisters. Okay, I was hoping it'd be someone like Quincy Jones or someone like that. So here's an interesting level. Okay, so I throw the little guy up, but now in a twist, I need to throw a thrower. See, because I need to throw her up on the platform.
Throwception.
Where did he go?
Is that?
Yeah. Sorry, I just need to work out. I'm sorting out my order. I need to know. He goes there. Wait, there you go.
That's all.
You're laughing at him falling on his face.
Yeah, Pratt falling it's perfect. It's just doing it.
We played around with loads and loads of different ways that they'd move and get around. At one point we were looking at them kind of digging and tunnelling and popping out of the ground and all sorts. And then he just ended up being clumsy. We tried to, when Bryn was doing all the different characters, you can see in the characters each one's got its own natural personality. So there's one later on that's a little kind of rocket jetpack guy who flies around, and he looks like a little stunt guy, but he always looks quite, he looks very childlike and like he's going to be a little bit clumsy. So his animation, he's not like, he didn't just fly directly somewhere, he's a bit kind of wobbly and nearly crashes, and we wanted that kind of awkwardness. Look, I can see I've got another mystery thing. Yeah.
Do they do something, or is it just mystery stuff?
No. There's a whole kind of slightly abstract and probably totally obscure narrative that sits behind all of the game.
Oh right.
Like the very explicit screens that came up at the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
Those kind of panels that
the
explained
bits that everyone really understood.
Yeah, they explained everything about the game. You got to be kind, because this is only our second ever mobile game. We were still learning our craft. We didn't really know what we were doing. We just knew that people liked story. People loved the story in Kumo Lumo. We wanted to kind of do that. We just did it in a really abstract way. And these mystery pieces are all part of that journey. See, mystery piece 2 of 3. There's a third one on its way. Oh, and it's going to drop into the scene. And
what?
wow. Have you guessed what it is yet?
I think I've got an idea.
Yeah. See, and all of the pieces then go to build the narrative that underpins the entire journey of the game. Nice. That take players through. In these days, we weren't really doing like analytics and stuff.
Yeah.
We should have done, because people think analytics is a weird, creepy thing, but actually,
I'm going to spy on you.
Exactly, but mostly what it's us doing is going, oh, no one finished that level. Oh,
no one knows what they're doing. We've done our job wrong.
Yeah, we've broken it. We've done something horribly wrong. Which we did. We did a bunch of that with Kumo Lumo. For some reason, we didn't do loads of it with Paper Titans. And so I've got no idea if anyone ever finished this game, if anyone got through the first few levels, or not.
Nice.
So you see, now throwing. So here's a conversation. When you say the past tense of
thrown.
Yeah, you see, this is
are you saying that it should be throwed?
No, I say thrown.
Thrown.
Yeah.
Like Rowan.
Yeah, exactly. My other half and I have lengthy conversations about this every time I say thrown or moan. She's like, no, it's moan. And I'm like, but that's M-O-A-N. Yeah, there's a whole different thing.
There's no W in it. Anyway, Elisa Rockdock says this game looks fun.
Oh, there you go. Good. That's really nice to hear. Thank you.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what we aim for when we make games, right? Please let it be fun. I like it. It's. I would admit it's not the most challenging and taxing puzzle game the world's ever seen. But sometimes you don't want that, right? Sometimes you just want something that's full of character, charm, and heart and personality. And that's something that the team always point to everything we do. We make games because we'd want to play them, and sometimes after a hard day you don't want to be punched in the face repeatedly by a tricky puzzle game. Sometimes you want something that's just the right level of challenging. Yeah, did I only get 2 stars on this? Oh no!
Oh.
I was looking there, and it's because I hadn't quite finished playing the game, and I suddenly kind of thought, oh my god! Don't say I don't want to. Shall I do the next level? I'm going to 1 star, so people can feel the. Oh, yeah, I've got another collector, Norman.
These are all blokey beer drinkers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's true. I can't. Yeah. It probably says a lot about the team at the time.
Most of this was actually photos taken from the pub. You get really, really, really drunk and just take all the beer mats and stick them together.
Also, that's a well used Team Lumo technique. So most
getting drunk.
Yeah. Most of our development meetings happen in pub, normally about twice a year, will have a Lumo day out that normally consists of going somewhere really nice to eat, followed by going to lots of places that serve various drinks.
Awesome.
So I'm 1 star in this level now. So for 2 reasons: one, because I just want to skip through some of the levels, and 2, I want to see so people can hear what happens when you only get 1. You've got a star.
There's still an exclamation point there, though.
But you got a star. You know, it's still a star. We don't. One of the things we try not to do. Well, this is a bit of a lie, because in new game we're a little bit more punishing. But in the past, one of the things we've always tried not to do is to punish people too much. We just want people to have fun. You know, I've got a theory that most game developers are still thinking of games like we used to when they were in arcades and you put money in, which is your idea was you made a game that hooked people as quickly as possible and then killed them as quickly as possible, so they had to stick another 10p in the machine. It was kind of, and then for years people seem to have forgotten that that's what games were, and now everyone makes like all these arcade games still with that same kind of mentality. And I know there's lots of people who love them, and that's fine. You know, I grew up in the arcades. Scramble's still one of my favourite games. Like we were saying the other day, Ikaruga's still one of my favourite games. I love those kind of games. But I think there's also room for other kinds of experiences nowadays. And sometimes you can just have a game that just makes you feel happy.
Yeah.
And we think there's room for that. We think there's room for a little bit of happiness. God, this level looks much more complicated than I remember.
I'm going to leave you to that.
So I'm going to tell people that what I'm going to do, because I want, so we've gone through the circus levels. It'd be nice if while we're streaming we get to see some of the other levels as well. So what I'm going to deliberately do, this is a deliberate decision, it's not me being rubbish at the game, is I'm going to 1-star a load of levels so we can go through them a little bit quicker.
This came out in 2013, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a couple of years old now. So
yeah, it's normally you'd say. Sorry, I'm just even trying to work out how to get no starter level. Normally you'd say a game that's a couple of years old, particularly in the mobile world where the devices have moved on a lot. You'd expect her to be showing her age a little bit, but actually,
it's the papercraft. It's the papercraft that does that. Because I don't know if you've played Zelda Wind Waker.
No.
Well, the old version, despite not being HD or anything, because it's got the low. Is it low poly?
Low poly.
It's the flat shading.
It's one of the reasons.
It looks really good because it's really strong.
Well, it's one of the reasons why we deliberately did a papercraft style game. Is exactly that. We knew. Remember the brief. We would set the brief. Make something that looks super pretty. So because of that, I know I said I'm only going to 1-star levels, which I am, but I keep trying to work out how to even
find the first star.
Yeah, I'm not even 1-starring them. I'm just going straight. One of the things when the designers had the game, we wanted there to be like this level of difficulty where anyone, like a 6-year-old child who just liked the game and liked folding the characters and stuff, could just go in, go straight to the envelope, and win a level.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I'm doing here, once I worked out, it's still a little bit of a puzzle, but it's not particularly complicated and taxing.
No.
Except, so I can go through and complete levels relatively easy. So anyone, really young children, could do this. And then to get 3 stars, we wanted it to be much harder. So people would have to think about it a little more. I've got a new character.
This is actually quite a lot of fun for me because I haven't played this yet at all.
Yeah, it's really nice for me actually. I've forgotten quite how nice the game was. We don't make rubbish. We make games, and all of our games hold a fondness in my heart. But I think because Kumo Lumo was our first title, so you always remember that nice and fondly.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Nigel.
And Lumo Delivery is always going to be a fond memory because it was our first game that we made as a team independently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one kind of was in the middle of it, and yeah, I should remember it more fondly. It's a nice little game. So this little guy, you put him on a little spot, and he'll get rid of walls and stuff for you by exploding.
High five. That's cool. And you still got the game center achievements in this as well.
Yeah.
Is it just tracking, or is that an achievement? Is it tracking like how many things you've done?
Yeah. There's all sorts of achievements. I can't even remember what the achievements are. We can kind of have a look at Game Center in a bit. Yay. It's funny because we used to have these little envelopes, so they were really easy to get. But then people were going through trying to solve levels and suddenly realised they'd forgotten a star somewhere, and then like Dave would wander up and wander over to the envelope whilst you were trying to solve the puzzle. So we made them a little bit trickier to get, just so you have to make that kind of choice to say, I'm ready, I want to finish the level now.
Yeah.
Rather than going, but I've only got 2 stars. Dave, why are you going over there? Don't do this to me. So how do I get... Oh, I see. So I've got... So they go over there. I'm going running over there. Blow that up. Okay, got it. Got no idea how we'd get that star. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It's funny, some of this stuff must have seeped in subconsciously, because I have been playing... I've been playing Mario, Super Mario Maker.
Oh, right, yeah.
Over the weekend, and rather than making it as a little platformer, I've been making kind of puzzle levels. And actually, lots of the puzzle levels I've been making are really rather reminiscent of some of the puzzles we've got here. I made 2 levels that have been played by human beings, and some of them have most of them have finished the level. I don't think anyone's got all of the stars on my levels yet. And if you're watching this and you look back and you see the Lumos Cat video, you'll actually see some real similarities in, like, the way you control the characters between the 2 games is really similar.
Well, it's drag to move.
Yeah. Although originally Lumos Cat was tap to move. So you'd tap where you wanted them to go. Yeah. No. What we learned really quickly is no one wanted to tap to move. We took the game. We were playing it at MCM Comic Con in London. We had like loads of people come by and play the game.
Yeah.
And no one tapped to move. Everyone's first thing, drag to move.
Yep.
So rule 1 of game development: listen to your players. So we changed it. We had some testers the other day test the game, and they came back saying, "Oh, we noticed you're using drag to move. We think it'd be much more intuitive if you use tap to move." Like,
oh, right.
No, we tried that. I got a star.
Whoa. I'm going to the wall. I'm going to go find the Paper Titans foldables.
Now you're going to post a little link.
Yeah.
That's a nice idea. I got another thrower. He's called Eddie.
That's so cool.
Okay, I've got 1 more level left of the...
Can I post links in this?
I don't know.
It's Eamon. Hi.
Hello, Eamon.
I'm gonna post a link. See if this works.
Okay, you joined us at a magical moment, Eamon. If you're joining us and you go, hang on a second, he's showing this game and he's cheating and he's only 1-starring levels, if that, it's because I'm just trying to get through to the next set of levels, and also because I'm struggling to play the game because it's much harder than I remember it being. So Nick Adams, if you watch this back, my heartfelt apology for giving you a half time saying the game was too easy. I think you had it bang on the money, and the reviewers who said the game was too easy and there was no challenge in it, you clearly weren't our intended audience for this game.
Do we have a YouTube channel? We should have a YouTube channel, but we don't.
Do we not have a YouTube channel?
I haven't made one yet.
Josh.
Sorry. It's kind of my job.
So the answer to that is no. Let's blame me, not Josh. Let's say that I haven't given Josh any cool content to put up. But we promise we'll do one this week.
Yeah, make one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But if you want to keep track of if we ever do, then it's twitter.com/Team Lumo.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah. Weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Weird.
We are weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's redundant if you say it twice there.
Okay. And look, I've got another piece of the puzzle. This is exciting now, Josh.
Okay.
I know this.
Because, okay, so this is going to confirm or deny if the secret stuff I thought it was is what I thought it was.
Yeah, but we'll never know, because if you say what it is before, then it won't work, and if you say it afterwards, then I'll just.
I'm always right in this instance.
Yeah. Get it? Is it what you thought?
Yeah, it's what I thought it was. I got it right.
Hey, look. Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna get left behind. They're having a little fight. They're arguing about whether to let Gerald on. Oh, hey, there he is. Hey, Gerald.
You actually waved to him.
You got to wave at Gerald. What I'm just going to blank him. Just leave him hanging there. He's waving, and I'm not going to wave back.
You can't see you. Oh, maybe you can.
Yeah, do you
That's
know?
a secret feature.
Okay, so now you see I've now unlocked a whole new universe of an entirely different style. So this was when Nina did all the circus levels. It was, Mike created all of these. So we went through like this cycle where first of all Nick created the first piece of concept for the circus levels, and we were like, oh, we want to make that game. And then he did the Russian levels, and then we got super excited. And then he turned up with all like the black and white, like comic book style levels.
Oh yeah.
And then we got really excited. So again, in a similar vein, I think this is the thing that we miss a little bit sometimes. Yeah, you run around and you finish the levels, but it's nice to have a little look about and see the stuff that's around here.
Lots of Russian characters.
Yeah,
alphabet bits.
Yeah, like that kind of early communist era Russian poster artwork.
Yeah,
it's just beautiful. It's just some amazing stuff in it. There's even I can't remember what the text is.
It's actual text.
Yeah, they're real words. We had to put them through our legal team so they could clear all of the words.
Maybe you had to blur them out.
Nick, in paper times, the older text and stuff in Russian.
It's gone to figure out.
Where that's from?
Yes. Yeah, we're both members of the development team,
Okay, don't worry.
and this is I wasn't around when this was made, but
You probably weren't born, were you, Josh?
no, I'm fresh as a daisy.
Good little train.
Steve here.
Yeah, I was the producer on it. So Nick Williams, who's the artist on Lumo Deliveries and Lumo's Cat, came up with the artistic vision for the game, and then a whole load of other people made the game. It was but yeah, you see a little train with all the water coming out. It's coming out into the sea because that's where train tracks go, right?
Yep. Sea train.
Oh, yeah, little tractors. You see the tractors?
What? Oh, yeah. Okay.
There's tractor. There's rocket.
And shooting stars.
Yeah, shooting stars. Okay. I suppose I should play level, shouldn't I? Where's... Drop a little character into the water, see where he goes. Okay, he's up there. And the envelope's over there. Okay. Okay, I've got this. I think. Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm going to not start a level. I'm just going to finish it. Also, I don't want to spoil people's enjoyment, Josh.
No.
It's not that I'm finding the game too difficult. It's because if I go through and solve all the puzzles where people are watching and they're thinking, I want to play the game, I've already spoilt it for them. It's all, I've filled it full of spoilers. Whereas if I just go through and as quickly as easily as I can get to the end of the level, then people have still got loads of enjoyment they can still have with the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least you've thought out your excuses.
Yeah. We'll keep them coming as well. Keep making up new ones while we're going, because we'll get new people watching. So as we get new people watching, then I have to make up new excuses, because otherwise the people are already still watching. If anyone's bored, stuck with us for however long I've been playing this game, then they'll get bored if I just use the same excuse.
Yep.
So one of the things we did, it depends. I don't know if people have got specific questions, and they can post them. But one of the things we did when we made the game is, first of all, we made it for the iPad. So we were all playing it on the iPad, and we were playing it a lot, and it was great fun. And then someone said, "Oh, what's it like on the phone?" And we thought, "Oh, no one's played it on the phone." And the characters were so tiny, you needed a microscope and tweezers to play the game. They were just too small, so we then had to spend a whole chunk of time rescaling all of the levels, all of the characters, just so the game was playable on the phone.
Nice.
But it plays really nicely on the phone. In some ways it looks prettier. Yeah.
So what was the text? I missed that.
It would have taken a longer conversation, and Nick didn't understand the question, so I didn't then wander off the show. So I wasn't explaining myself very well, and just kind of assumed that Nick would know what I was asking him.
Well, why didn't he?
Well, because I was talking gibberish. I think I might have had too much coffee today. I think that might be a problem.
No such thing.
Oh yeah, there is. I'm normally on a 2 coffee limit. If I get to 3 coffees, I sometimes forget how to speak.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds beneficial for everyone.
You would have thought, but I still talk. I just can't make meaningful sentences.
Right.
Like I forgot all of the words for colours. That kind of stuff.
Are you just rushing through these so you can get to the next set of levels?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how much fun it is for people just to keep seeing the same thing over and over again. So I'm assuming that people want to see a variety of things. So what I'm doing is scooting through the levels quite quickly. I've got another exploder. It's called Derek.
Yay! I like the fact that they have wicks on their head. They look like rockets.
Yeah. It's kind of. I think they were inspired by kind of old fireworks.
We've been tweeted out by Mob Crush.
Mm-hmm.
Elisa Rockdock is community manager for Mob Crush, and she's amazing. So cheers.
Hi. Hello, thank you. So where am I going now? Okay, I've got to get all the way down there. That looks like fun. Okay, so I need to send an exploder down there, see, because there's a big hand stopping me.
You from the 90s?
I'm from the 70s.
Thought you were asking me to talk to the hand.
Well, I'm looking because I need both my exploders. Sorry, how do I get? I don't think I should have sent him down there. Maybe.
Are you stuck?
Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's going to work out well for me. But that's why we had to retry it. Just there, one click away, you see. It's like actual game developers, we think about these things. Where, on Mario Maker, I've been, so here's, probably shouldn't say this, but I've never really played a Mario game.
No, you're right.
I don't really like them. But I thought Mario Maker looked amazing. Okay. I should probably talk, but also try and play the game at the same time. But I thought it looked really cool, and I know it's an unfashionable thing to say that I actually really like my Wii U. It's my favourite game console.
There are so many good things on Wii U.
Yeah,
right now.
There aren't many games on Wii U, but they're all amazing. It's just like so. Yeah. It's just phenomenal. But so I trusted the Wii U experience and thought, okay, well if they made this Mario Maker, I'm going to trust it. It's going to be good, and it's good. But what I've been doing, because I haven't ever really played a Mario game, is I've not been making Mario games. I've been making kind of crazy puzzle level. So I do things like where you'll hit a mushroom and it'll make you really big, and then you're trapped in the room. But there isn't a quick restart button, so you then basically just stop. You have to go and restart the level.
Should have put that in this game. Just trapping yourself.
I'm kind of playing around with the whole Alice in Wonderland theme of
Okay.
making yourself like, you know, eat something, make bigger, eat
Oh,
something, and then
good.
bump in something, makes it
Makes
smaller.
wanna-
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm playing around with that. At the moment, all the levels, because I'm not a game designer, and that's really clear in my levels as I'm making them. You know, props to people like Jogo, our designer, who are actual designers who know real human behaviour and how to create puzzles and stuff. So what most of mine are quite, you know, I'm a fledgling. I'm creating these levels because I think they're fun. But I'm struggling to really get the complexity into them that I want. So I'm trying.
Hello, Hex2.
Hello.
Hex2 has joined.
Hello, Hex2.
We get big old notifications.
They flash up on the screen.
It's like, boom,
I'm too busy trying
you
to...
have arrived. You get like horns and fireworks every time you come in here. So cool, thanks.
So I can do like, well done you. I'll hide the rest of the words.
The Mario Maker tools are going to make a whole new generation of game designers.
I hope so.
It's going to be amazing. In
Yeah.
10 years, we're going to see some really cool platformers
Yes,
and stuff.
I think it's kind of, hopefully it will do for games what Lego did for architecture.
Yeah.
Where, like, there's this whole thing, there's always old curmudgeon game developers who complain that all of these tools like Unity and stuff make it too easy for people to make games. So, and it kind of, yeah, in a way, they're right. Everyone can make games now.
Mm-hmm.
But what you find is not everyone can make great games. And great, if someone can learn to make great games without having to learn all of, learn to
don't
code
have to-
from
yeah.
scratch and stuff. And what they're actually doing is concentrating on the creative experience. I don't care if someone just goes onto Unity and downloads everything from the asset store, doesn't do anything themselves, but then puts the stuff they've got together in an interesting way to make great experiences.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing, right?
Oh, there's a really cool Humble bundle right now, which is Game Maker Pro plus, I think for $12, it's Game Maker Pro plus 6-7 games worth of source code. So if you are more interested in like the coding part and the building part as opposed to game design like Mario Maker, you can just look inside some games and see if you want to find out how they did a thing. You can just go, oh, there it is, right there, and then copy it, and then mix stuff with it, mess your own.
See, and but like I say, if all you actually want to do is make stuff that's fun and learn about it. So the one tool, unless I've missed it, the one tool I'd love in Mario Maker is the ability to watch people who've played your levels.
Yeah.
Because I've made all these kind of weird puzzles that I think are kind of fun, and I don't know whether people understand any of the puzzle or anything. So, like, so far, I've seen there's a bunch of people who've finished my levels, so they've got to completion, but I haven't seen anyone get all of the stars yet, and or all of the coins. And I'm interested to know whether that's because my puzzles are really good and difficult, or whether they just haven't got a clue what I've done and I've done a bad job. So why we do so much playtesting with all of our games, to make sure that they're the right kind of difficult and not the wrong kind of difficult. Oh look, here's an exciting new mystery object again, Josh.
Is it a car?
No,
Is
it's
it a bathtub?
I don't believe it's a bathtub.
Why not?
Well, because it's not. Because I know it's not.
Oh.
So I may not be able to remember lots about the game. I'm definitely struggling with some of the puzzles, but I definitely do know what at least. Oh yeah, I was going to say 2 out of the 3 mystery objects are. I actually have now remembered the last. I can remember all of the mystery objects. You see, even though I'm an old man.
La-dee-da.
Yeah. Even I'm an old man. I haven't played this game for 2 years. I can still remember stuff. And again,
what? Oh,
yeah. This one's not quite so mystery, is it?
No.
The problem is because all the pieces drop in order. If we'd started with like the middle bit or the top, it would have been really easy to work out how you get the last bit underneath. Yeah.
Awesome. What's the time? I have to go be funny elsewhere, but if you want to keep this up, then I think people would be more than interested to find out what the other levels are like.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll play this level that unlocks the next level of the Russian universe, and then I think I'll stop, because I think an hour of me talking is probably enough for anyone. Some people might have been here from the beginning, and that would be bad. You know, I'd feel sad for those people. But I'll do one more level, and then I'll stop there. But
Sure.
yeah, and that means because I can't multitask, when Josh goes, all of the responses to comments will stop.
Oh,
because I can't do both, Josh.
No.
I can barely play the game, as we're finding out, let alone play the game and then respond to the comments from people. So I'll probably respond and say goodbye when I finish this level, but and play one for the next one. And again, I hope I never watch these back, because it's just full of me umming as I'm trying to work out what I'm doing. Okay, I think I've got it, Josh. I think I've got it. I think I know what I'm doing. If I send him up there, it's so funny when you play games from your past, where there's loads to be proud of in this game. It looked beautiful. It really stands up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if we changed this, but so far every character is a guy. It's just not something we'd do now.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting how you kind of change and evolve as a team as you grow.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to go, don't you, Josh? Otherwise, you're not going to get to your thing to be funny. And you know, think how much better our streaming is going to get when you're funny.
Oh dear.
Or you just want to see what's coming next, don't you? You can't tear yourself away.
I want to see what the next set of levels is. Is this it?
Okay, there's another Russian level that we've just unlocked now. So like this one's all industrial and it's got smoke and everything.
Oh, nice.
See, look at that. Yeah. Tanks and more rockets and big number 5 ship, white ship. Yeah, look, there's like all the chimneys with smoke coming out. Yeah, pretty levels. Yeah, I like this game. I'm kind of, it's nice. I'm looking forward to the rest of our revisiting our previous games, because you kind of just don't spend enough time looking back. You keep making new. Sometimes it's nice to go back and go, actually, we've made some nice stuff.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't sound like we're bragging. I'm just really proud of some of the stuff we've made.
I'm sure you're allowed to brag a little bit. Just
Well,
a little bit.
I guess you know, if you can make games that you're proud of and that you can look back on and go, I'm really pleased we made that. That's a nice thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember the thing I like, you know, like we were saying before with the circus levels, where you can see Nina and stuff in levels. I just like how much of the team's own little personalities are all kind of bedded into the game. And I'm talking because I've got no idea how to get to the envelope. Oh yeah, I've worked it out. I can do it.
Nice. We're going to download this and keep it forever and ever. And it will be our special little video moment.
What this?
Yeah, this video.
This? Yeah, of course.
And then maybe use that to start off a YouTube channel.
We should definitely do a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We've got some other videos. Yeah, we just finished doing the store trailer for Lumos Cat, which is looking nice. I've still not worked out what we're going to do with the for the actual launch trailer. And we've got a launch trailer for this.
All right. Yeah.
This with so there's two launch trailers for this game. One that was there when I still worked at Blitz, and one that they redid after I left. After everyone said the trailer that you were involved in makes no sense. It doesn't tell you anything about the game, which was fair, to be honest. And the one that we ended up using, the one that that we used for the actual launch, which is the one I was involved in, was a much more toned down version of what we'd originally done. Mainly because I couldn't get rights to use the song we wanted to use. I wanted to use, so you know the song 99 Red Balloons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know there's kind of like a rock umpa band version of that song?
No.
Yeah. So I wanted to use that version of the song,
Alright.
which is oddly done by an Australian guy, but we couldn't get the rights in time to use it for the trailer. So we went with something else that's like another really upbeat kind of fun 1970s thing that worked equally as well, I think.
Awesome.
But the trailer made no sense. So we've got that. We've got Lumo Deliveries trailer. We've got a bunch of stuff we can put on.
Yeah.
Why haven't we got a YouTube channel?
It's your problem. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we can think of other weird stuff we can put on there.
I've got loads of stuff. We've got no end of stuff. Some of it weird.
Mm-hmm.
All of it weird. Yeah, all of it weird. I don't think. But yeah, I think that's us done on a nice little review of Paper Titans. I think.
Cool.
It's been nice to come back. I like these retrospectives. I'm looking forward to the next ones now. It's nice to revisit the old games. So thank you very much for joining us, everyone who came and stopped by and said hello. We'll be showing more of Lumo's Cat. When are we doing that? Thursday
Thursday at
about 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
midday GMT. We did it before.
So England time.
And then next week, if there's people watching from the States, let us know, because we'll start doing some later ones as well, so people from the States can join us as well, and from anywhere else in the world. So yeah, thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it. So on Thursday we'll be playing some more of Lumo's Cat, and then next week it'll probably be Jonathan talking about Kumo Lumo, which is the game that started it all.
You'll get to see some. I don't know. I can't think of a cloud pun. It's got clouds in it.
It has got clouds. It's got pigs and bacon as well. Yeah, it's good.
Topical.
Game. Yeah. No comment.
Right. Yeah. Twitter.com/Team Lumo and teamlumo.tumblr.com. Other places you can find us at the moment. And then Thursday for
more cat.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to do
enough.
Yeah, exactly. So for the next few weeks, whilst we can't make games fast enough to do a new old game every Tuesday.
No,
we run out in about 3 or 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, we'd have to make games more often than we stream.
Yeah,
which is what we're doing, but it's still not working.
No, but so for the next few weeks, we'll do some retrospectives. If you enjoyed this and you want to see some more of Paper Titans, we can go back and do extra ones on some of our other games, showing some of the later levels and things. But for now, next week will be Kumo Lumo, I think.
Cool.
But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll see some of you again on Thursday.
Awesome. See ya.
Bye.
I quite like Mobcraft.